We're one of the oldest communities in Cincinnati, a pleasant place to live, to work. Conveniently located for shopping, it's a transportation link to I-75 and I-74, just minutes away from downtown, northern Kentucky, and the Indiana borders. Full of culture, historical sites, and home to over 140 businesses represented, you'll see a sense of community just about everywhere. We're Camp Washington, Cincinnati's urban renaissance in the making. Camp Washington's been here for over 160 years. By the 1830s, the camp was becoming a diverse Cincinnati community with stockyards, manufacturing, and a rapidly growing residential population. There's rich history here, such as what's behind the name, coined Camp Washington for being the location of the muster and drill grounds for the 1st and 2nd Regiment of the Ohio Volunteers. In addition, the first Ohio State Fair was hosted in Camp Washington, and with the Erie Canal running directly through its course, it was a transportation corridor for the city. Today, Camp Washington is still a thriving and busy community, a blend of business and residential districts that provides a substantial contribution to the city. 4 initiatives are the driving force behind this urban renewal. Number 1 is the Community Board, a property development corporation that has renovated nearly 40 single-family homes, attracting new families to our neighborhoods.
Camp Washington has about 1,400 people who live here, and we have a housing stock here that is really prime for a renaissance or renovation. We're seeing a lot of old-time residents who have rented forever. We're helping them transition into home ownership. To see somebody who's lived here for a long time finally buy a house and be a homeowner, it's great.
These efforts have been coupled by an influx of commercial developers creatively changing our landscape and demographics.
Machine Flats is going to be a 60-unit residential project with true industrial loft space, including upper lofts that are going to be occupiable. We believe that it's going to appeal very strongly to the artsy community along with the young urban hip crowd.
Then there's our business association, providing direction and advocacy to obtain and improve the necessary services to our local business owners.
We have 2 landmark restaurants here, Camp Washington Chili and U.S. Chili, been here forever. Down on Spring Grove Avenue now, we have some of the steel factories that are still doing well and want to become involved.
Camp Washington is a perfect location for businesses. We have 140 companies down here right now. We're close to I-75, I-74. We're close to downtown. We are the gateway between the east and west of the city. We've got old companies here. We've got new companies that are starting to move into Camp Washington, different companies. So we have a nice, diverse type of mix.
Problem you have in an old historical area like this is if you buy the property, you're going to assume all the historical liability that's in that existing businesses there before. So to get that brownfield development money, we feel if they looked at Spring Grove Avenue as a whole enterprise zone and developed it all at once, those permits, it could help reliable castings and help improve the occupancy rates of all of Spring Grove.
Then there's the community school. This ongoing educational arm is funded by the community and helps young people and adults get their GED.
I think it's a great way to help people. People argue back and forth about what impacts community and politics and whatever else. One thing that always impacts is education. There's no question on that on any side of any political barrier. Education always makes a difference. So I feel like I'm doing something important for the community and, you know, kind of giving back to the things, the benefit that I got out of my education.
These efforts, along with hard-working students, help them to better enter the job market. Finally, there is a strong and vibrant community council which works tirelessly to encourage civic engagement, ideas, and government accountability to improve the community.
Community council is really kind of an interesting thing because in the community council we take the members of the residents here. When they have problems or concerns, they bring them to our council meeting, and what we then do is we network them through possibly one of the 4 groups that we talked about earlier. We have a very, very strong relationship with District 5 police. In addition to that, we have a very good relationship with the fire department, with the building inspectors and everyone. If there's a problem, we find the person to deliver to and we get it done.
Camp Washington, full of pride, wonderful resources, strong leadership, creative energy and ingenuity, an urban renaissance in the making.
It's a good way to describe it. There's people that I run into here or there and they say, yeah, I tell you, camp looks much better than it used to. When you're here day to day, sometimes you miss that.
Probably the best thing they have going is the Camp Washington Council. The people really make a difference, and they really put an effort into, they affect the housing, they affect the education. They know people. When you see the guys go outside, they know everybody, they talk to everybody. They really, kind of have eyes on the street and help make a difference in the community.
If I didn't believe in Camp Washington, I wouldn't be here.